Now, it has been a rocky road to the altar for Emmerdale's Vinnie. He made a pass at his best mate, the lovely Kammy, and a man that he thought that he could open up to, the evil Mike, threatened to blow up his big day with Gabby, leaving him late to his wedding. Poor Gabby jilted again.
After everything Nicky put me through, how could he do this?
There's got to be a reason.
Then what is it? And why isn't he answering his phone and where's his van gone?
There's no sign of him.
Great. So it's official, I've been jilted again.
No way, he'd never do that.
Then where is he? Tell everyone to go home.
Gabby, give it 5 more minutes.
No, home! He's made a fool out of me for long enough.
Everyone disperse. There'll be no nuptials today.
Seriously? I could give it another quarter of an hour.
What a classic line.
Nuptials today. Come on.
Disperse. Well, Vinnie eventually apparently made it down the aisle. They're happily married at 4 now. But you know what, Kelly, I would never get over that. I mean, there's just nothing ever. I would never get over that, would you?
Well, no, I just think that sometimes, I'm talking from my own point of view, sometimes you kind of go along with things to make other people happy. And when it gets down to, like, the kind of the final, like, the last hurdle, you realise that actually you're not ready for something. And I think at that point, you've got to have the courage just to say, do you know what, this isn't for me. It's much better to do that than go through with something.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but for the person who's left, I just can't think of anything worse.
That they went through with it and then divorced me.
No, but Kay, but sometimes I think, I mean, I got engaged very young and I felt like I was really kind of manipulated and coerced into something that I wasn't ready for. And that was because of the insecurity on the side of my partner, who thought that this was kind of his way of, like, kind of like having me and owning you, and you know, he was a lot older, so I kind of just went along as a people pleaser just to try and, you know, because sometimes you want to stay with the person but you're not necessarily ready for that kind of commitment. And so from my point of view, like, I went along with it till the very last minute and then was like, hang on a minute, I'm not ready for this now. So it wasn't like I jilted them, but it was like, it was just the whole situation was wrong. It wasn't like there was a big, you know, preparation to a wedding, there was family there. I think if that happens, then it's a lot more difficult.
And was that just a gut thing? You just thought, no?
Yeah, you just, you know. I think you definitely know.
But how brilliant is it that you knew and you were able to actually voice that before you actually went through it?
The jet was waiting. We were going to Vegas that day.
But in the long run, it's paid off.
Why couldn't I have Kelly's life?
Crying. It was like a movie. It's all very dramatic. And I was just crying, like, I can't do this. My mum's not here.
You went in a dress and stuff, weren't you?
I was in a dress.
No.
Yeah, I was in a dress.
Story.
It was just horrific. It was the most horrific thing.
Very brave to do that, I have to say.
We stayed together, and I think he kind of came around to it and understood why. I'm not going to mention who it was.
No.
Yes. But
I actually think that's really brave to do that. Because that is very, very scary, especially if you're younger and, you know, like you say, you've still got feelings invested.
I was 25 years old.
It's really hard to do it.
And they were like 42, a lot older. They should have known better.
Jigsaw identification. I'd be careful if I were you.
What's that mean?
The papers know. Oti, can you imagine?
I mean, it is tough, you know. I'm going to take the side of whoever says, no, I can't go through with it. But if you're waiting there on the altar and you've paid for it and you've had your guests and your family and you're standing there on your own, it is embarrassing, it's humiliating. And I do feel for them. But in that relationship, I do believe there should be honesty. You know what I mean? Yeah. So say it before. And in the long run, when it has been said, I think it's better when you go, no, let's not go through with this because it's not going to work, because divorce, I think, is much more worse. Yeah. It's much more painful.
But even, I mean, I've never been married. I think I'm the only one of the three of us who's never been married. So even if you are very sure, is there not just even a moment of, ooh?
No, not when it's right.
Nah, I was sending my husband this picture like months before on Instagram. I was like, I want this colour, I want this shape, and don't even get me anything else. He got me a gold one. I was like, no, I said rose gold, so we're changing it. Okay. So now I knew I wanted him, and I knew I wanted this ring.
I think it's even less about who you're marrying. I think it's about you. Yeah. You've got to be ready. Like, it's down to you to be ready and make that commitment. And if you're unsure, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So it's not even, like, against the other person. There's nothing wrong with, you know, people I've been with. It's just, I wasn't ready. And when I met Jeremy, I was like, oh, I'm ready. You know, it all just came together at the right time.
Right. So the commitment... I mean, because I've never been married, but I mean, I've been with my partner for 30-odd years, and it always intrigues me, that thing about what is different. You know, I mean,
they all drive you mad, Kay.
No, yeah, I know that, but about going through a marriage ceremony, what makes it different?
It is so different, I think, than if you were just living with somebody, because you've invested
even for 30 years with
two
kids.
No, it's not less, but I think...
No, I mean, I'm just curious.
I think that it's more difficult to break up if you've announced it basically to everybody.
Right.
I think that's the difference. But I think it will be rare that somebody jilts somebody just because they're horrible. There will be those horrible people. It will be people that have had those fears, and they've built and they've built and they've built, and they've got to the moment and they just can't do it. And in that there is a real honesty. Yeah. But I would prefer them not to be that honest in that moment. Just get up to the top. We'll sort it out afterwards. Because I genuinely, when I was young, I would never have got over that. I would have just been mortified to have been jilted.
Yeah, no, well, that's my immediate reaction when I saw that. I don't think I would recover. I mean, I would be in an asylum somewhere, sort of shaking for the next 50 years.
Yeah, night before, maybe, even in the morning, but actually at the altar. It's brutal, really brutal.
Yeah. That was the second time, apparently, she'd been jilted.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how do you come back from that?
Well, I didn't get to Vegas. I did it before. We saved on the airfare.
Suddenly, Kelly's kind of feeling
I think you still have to pay for the jet.
You're going to pay. The jet.
Didn't pay for it.
It wasn't that bad, Kelly. Fine.